Good evening, everyone. You just do a quick check to see whether everything's okay. Now I'm hearing myself. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, okay, that's better. I'm not one of those people who can actually stream while hearing my own voice in my head. I might be speaking slightly lower. I'm feeling a bit ill. So if the music is a little bit overpowering, let me know. And welcome back. Oh, wait a minute. Why can't I hear my in-game music? I'm guessing nothing is going to stream as well. So, see what's happening here. Okay, just give me 1 second while I try to figure out what's going on here. Yeah, no, it's still not working. Let's see. Gonna have to mess with the U a bit, I guess. Still no. Okay, this is interesting. Either we're gonna stream in silence, or I have to figure out what exactly am I muted is happening around here. Oh, for heaven's sake! It was all okay. The rest was just me muting myself without even realizing it. Right, and welcome back to Dragon's Dogma after that initial whatsoever happened there. We are in a very rainy area, as you can see. My objective was actually to check on a bunch of bandits. Yeah, bandits along the main road, but somehow I found a little alcove over by here. And I've been tracing it all the way back up here. And I think there's some sort of ruins over here, which I still haven't gone to yet. So we're making our way towards there just yet. I didn't realize that this passport did that before, but apparently this was something I mentioned on the previous stream before. Like, your main quest is to actually go through this gate here. And there are numerous ways to get through it. One is just wearing a mask and presenting your obesron and having a permit. The other is to sneak in through using an ox cart. You can also run through it and be branded an illegal immigrant, but you can still do it. And apparently there's another path way by the coast you can use to enter Bakwatal as well. So lots of options there. Anyhow, that is that. And this is this. I made myself up the river and encountered, I think, a chimera. Yeah, over here. We have a random pawn here, just posing on the chimera we killed a moment ago. So is it just me, or am I hearing something? One of the special abilities of the trickster is you can hear a little beep when you're near important items.
We have
And
found a
if you
material.
can see it, it glows.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
And this is some sort of collectible in the game, and it's very useful being the trickster location
Now here's
just
a
to find
surprise.
these seekers
Our
tokens.
collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Excuse me, man. Is there anything else this way? Nope, nope, just a cliff. Can I climb up? Oh, I actually can.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
The way Dragon's Dogma is designed is you have a bunch of paths which you can follow, but there is a lot of verticality to these paths, and they tend to often hide a lot of stuff on these edges, but how you get up to these edges is a bit difficult. So yeah, it's one of the complaints about the game that they're funneling you down these hallways, but I feel like it's not necessarily an accurate description of the case, because even though you can sort of bring it down to hallways, there's a lot of stuff for you to explore on the sides that leads to extra paths, like this one here, this path here. So it's not the same as the original Dragon's Dogma, which I feel was like more open spaces, and we do have open spaces here too, but it's just a bit more different. And I am trying to actually follow that path to a ruin I saw from a distance. So far I've only uncovered one ruin, and the last time we found a sphinx there. And I haven't completed all the riddles there yet, but I do believe
Master,
they might find another sphinx here.
hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
And
Leave it to me.
if your
I know
pawn
precisely where we're headed. Follow me, Master.
explored the area in another player's world, they'll actually know the
We've been given a
location of
destination.
treasure chest
Shall
of
we
the
make our way
likes.
there?
And this is what my pawn is doing now. He's actually leading me to the chest that he found in another person's world. And you can also
Here we
hear
are.
the clink clink of another secret token. Very so. Interesting item to find over here. Oh, we also hear something else. There's another chest down there.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
And here's our seeker's token. And they've been placing these in a lot of different places.
'Tis rather high. It
Yeah.
might be beyond our reach. Methinks I can make it over there. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Alright, go get that chest for me.
I would be glad to demonstrate the efficacy of my mage skills, should you desire magical assistance. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Oh, never mind. Oh, he's actually trying to cross. Oh, he was referring to this. Yeah, we
I'll
doubled
gather this.
back.
It might be of use.
Allow
the
me to check whether there's aught nearby. Be sure not to overlook anything.
It's kind of difficult to stream with all the pawns talking, isn't it? It's like they're talking over me at times. Oh, I missed this. Yeah, that's a rare item too. Yeah, we kind of double back on where I originally came from, so I have to retrace my steps now because we can't actually climb back up. This is what I mean. Like, it looks like it's one path that's funneling you, but there's actually areas along the edges
It's
which will
rather
lead you
peaceful
into
here,
other
isn't it?
areas.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
I'm not exactly sure why my fans are being so talkative, because they usually aren't this talkative. And there seems to be a treasure chest here too, probably up there. The nice things about pawns is that they'll often pinpoint these on your map even if you don't see it. If they sense even remotely that there's a chest nearby, they will put it on the map for you to find. Can I climb up this? Nope, I'm sliding down, but there is something up there. Question is, how do we get up there? And why is it raining exactly in this little area? So foggy too. Maybe we'll find a way around over there. I'm pretty sure the moment I exit this area, it's gonna stop raining. Yeah, it's already stopping. Yeah, this feels like it's leading to another sphinx. Because you see these statues over here.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Can I actually get up there? It looks like I could. It totally feels like I should. Yep. But this is too high for me. I might need to be a mage to reach this. Right, you know what? Never mind, let's head down to the shrine. Excuse me. Yeah, this sort of architecture feels very Sphinx-like. Frontier Shrine. There is no Sphinx here, though. Yeah, no Sphinx. Interesting. So, normally in this, maybe it comes in during a certain amount of time or something, so I'm not exactly sure what's happening here. But the Sphinx usually gives you riddles that you need to solve, and each of the riddles you get correctly allows you to open one of these chests. Because right now they're locked, and if you try to open them, I'm not sure what will happen. But it seems we either need to wait for another time, or there's a certain trigger that spawns a Sphinx here. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. But don't mind me just exploring some ruins. Let's go down here because I know there's a treasure chest.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
You may, but I kind of already know where it is, so it's alright.
Oh, well spotted. Indeed. Good on you for being so observant.
Oh, wait. Yep, okay. I guess he's showing me the way to go down, because I was actually wondering how you would get down from this place. Oh no. So, oh, come on, not two of you. So this is a weird thing I've been having with these two pawns specifically, and I think it relates to how their players function. The pawns seem to pick up your player habits, and the player habits for these two pawns seem to fall off latest quite a bit.
I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen.
Like, you can see my own pawn here, and I'm kind of proud of this, but he didn't actually fall from that depth over there. He just clambered down to safety, but these two just jumped down and killed themselves. It's very interesting seeing how it all comes together. Because my pawn initially wouldn't open chests or gather stuff, but lately I've noticed that he's always gathering, which is something I always do, and he will run towards the nearest chest as well. So there are definitely some traits that pawns learn from their player characters. Alright, wait, is there a... what? Oh, it's just... okay, never mind. Usually this indicates when there's a cave inside you can travel to. So, I actually need to be going over here, but since we're already halfway here, we just gotta explore the path and head back to Checkpoint Mist Town. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys some trickster gameplay, which is... I think a lot of people might hate this class, but I actually find it like real fun.
Let me get that.
By all means, see, this is what I mean. He's already... I don't even know where he is. He's already farming something somewhere. Like, none of these two fonts did that, but my own font did. Seem to have hit a dead end. You know, normally it isn't this quiet in game. There's usually a lot of monsters about. It's just that I've cleared this path, as you can see, just a few hours ago, or when I last saved. So the enemies are still dead in this area. I'm wondering if there's a special significance to why this area is raining so much. Because it feels like
Day
it's a
grows
special
darker
thing
with our
to
every
happen
step.
here.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
Alright, from
Just
this point
yonder
on...
looks to be a good spot for harvesting.
Yep.
Beware! A Minotaur is come!
I was about to say monsters might appear and we just had a Minotaur attack.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
Understood. I sustain yours to
So, Trickster, your damage is effectively nothing. Like, you do 1 damage at most. So what you're supposed to be doing is grabbing aggro using this shadow of yours and directing it towards wherever you want so that the rest of your party can actually do damage.
A moment of indecision may spell our doom. Yes, of course. I see it.
And I'm trying to direct the Minotaur into a wall here. I can also kind of place illusions, like a wall that prevents them from seeing my sorcerers and everything. So now they'll go around that wall, unless they're inside it. So they still have aggro on my shadow. It's trying to attack that shadow of mine. And no, I'm not doing any damage to them, I'm just doing it so that I can maintain aggro.
More out of me than I would have liked.
You truly are formidable, Arisen.
Gotta give the high five when she gives it. Oh, so fairy stones are actually farmable from Minotaurs. I didn't know that. Interesting. So yeah, Trickster, you use your shadow to maintain aggro and trick enemies into attacking it so that your own party is safe. It's very interesting, honestly. And like I showed before, you can actually construct illusions like walls and even floors to trick people into thinking stuff is there. And after doing that, what you're usually doing is buffing your party with a huge spell, and I'm not exactly sure. It reduces their HP over time, but it's very, very strong. Now, if you could heal us, please, Mrs. Mage. Oh, I'm not sure why. Oh, it's gotten really dark. I guess it's nighttime. Wait a minute, am I out of oil? Is my no, my lantern's full. Hey, it's just so dark here that not even my lantern is working. Oh, it's because of the rain. The rain is actually snuffing out my lantern. I see. So we're gonna stumble in the dark for a bit, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have a mage with a light spell right now.
There's a chest. I shall take...
It's dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
Yeah, it was because of the rain. Because now that we're in the cave, I can actually use my lantern again. Interesting.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
I hear another seeker's token. Whoa, don't fall, don't fall.
Shall we
Close,
prop
close.
up our tent and get out of the rain for a spell?
Right you are.
Yeah, that actually sounds like a good idea. So dark, you can't actually be sure where you're going though. Oh, they even gave you a camping kit in case you didn't have one, just in case.
If only one among us could make use of this. Tis a
Okay.
quality piece of equipment.
That is a rare
There's
bow.
no harm keeping it on hand till a use presents itself.
Fair enough. There's also this here. Ripstones are usually used to summon pawns, but in this case, it's broken, so it will randomly summon one person now. And if you
I am
want, you
attentive
can
and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
fire
In
them or
battle,
not.
I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
But right now I don't want to, because I don't want any tank classes, just so that my own vocation, the Trickster, can gain aggro easier. And since it's
As a
very
matter
dark,
of fact, I shall never forget the agony I felt at the coronation. 'Tis most curious that a means of manipulating us should exist, and vexing that it should be in enemy hands.
yeah, as I was saying, since it's dark, we're actually gonna make camp. Do I have anything to eat actually? We do. Make camp and then head out in the morning, because it's so dark, you can barely see anything. At camp, you can talk to your
A
pawns.
well-organized pack is my specialty. The greatest luxury civilization grants is the density of goods. Out here, we're fortunate to find anything of worth.
Yeah, you can talk to your pawns, and they'll
Pray,
just...
have patience with me, Master. I've shared all I know. I've grown accustomed to traveling with these same faces.
Yeah, they don't usually
You
give
can
anything.
count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need. I shall inform you if I learn aught of worth.
Like, if they
How
know,
might I serve you on this dreary day? Our master
Where-
is a changeable sort, making a careful search one moment and charging recklessly into battle in the next.
yeah, I think she's talking about me. Anyhow, as I was saying, you can talk to your pawns, which is usually small talk. And if you talk to them about matters of import, they'll give you hints to quests if they know about it. The other thing you can do is equip skills if you want and rest. But before you rest, what you want to do is actually cook, because that gives you buffs. And you get this wonderful, which I thought was 3D at first, but it's a video of the many different types of meat cooking. Capcom is
Not like
being
a
weird.
feast to get you ready for bed.
Agreed. We ought to give ourselves a chance to recover ere we continue on our journey.
And you can also feed the firewood and wait for a bit. If you wait here for a bit, the pawns will actually have conversations amongst themselves, which I think shows their inclination towards you, like whether they're happy with you or not. I'm not sure we can trigger a conversation here though, at least not quickly. Got some firewood. There's something oddly relaxing about just waiting on the screen too, especially in this rain. It's like one of those rain ASMR videos. I know, it doesn't seem like they have any conversations today, because one of them just rolled over to sleep. Yep. Well, we might as well do that as well. Rest until morning where we can see stuff on the field.
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Now we can actually figure out where the ping is coming from of that seeker's token.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Yes. Random pawns you meet on the street or the path will actually try to get themselves hired. But again, I don't want a tank pawn in my party right now. I feel like I hear it coming from over here. The frequency's increased, so I'm guessing it's nearby, but I don't quite see it just yet. The thing with this is also that that beep actually does not consider height, so this might actually be on a level below us. The little metallic
We are
thing.
none of us alike in vocation.
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
There's a chest down there. Might as well get it. But we might find the source of the claim just yet.
I'll go and open the chest.
Oh. New equipment that I haven't seen before. Yeah, there might be some other... There's another chest here as well. But there seems to be another chest too. Oh no, it might be there might be just marking that chest to let me know it's there. Ah, there it is. It's actually not below, it's above.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Yeah, what are you doing? Oh my god. Hopefully she didn't drown herself over there. Yeah, I don't know.
It is somewhat lamentable that none of us are fighters.
Adding comrades of varying vocations ought to increase our effectiveness in battle.
Oh no, did she just drown? She drowned, didn't she? Yep. Yeah, we're short one party member. So she fell to her death. This makes things a bit more difficult. I guess I'll hire...
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises.
Because That
What's
NPC
up
was
there?
actually...
I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb. Allow me, Master. It is within my reach. Might I be of assistance? 'Tis times such as these that a sorcerer's magics are best employed. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Unfortunately, that pawn doesn't know what to do once they get up on there.
Allow me to check whether there's aught nearby.
Be sure not to overlook anything.
Please go check. Oh, he isn't checking, he's just coming back. If you have certain pawns and certain skills, you can actually get up there easily. But another way you can do that is actually using one of these. Bait for a harpy. Assuming there's a harpy nearby. So once a harpy comes, all you have to do is
This
grab
is
up.
generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Yeah, if you were a player who was not a trickster, what are the chances of you finding this one?
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Is that a shrine? Who were thought to build it in such a place? Yeah, okay,
It is
so
rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Master, I believe I could be of aid here. I would
So-
gladly be of aid, Arisen.
all through the map you'll find statues like these, and they usually give you a look at the vista and hints towards things you might find. In this case, it's a shrine over there, but we actually came from over there, so there's no need to go. Right now, we need to get a mage back into our party because we don't have anyone who can heal, which is extremely dangerous.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
We must not let down our guard.
Oh. Looks like these two are actually capable of handling themselves.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Like you did.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Thunder's Concord.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
That is true. And in which case, I usually give it to one of you to lighten my load. I hear something. It's unfortunate we don't have any rocks or the like, but I think we might be able to use our trickster ability here for some deviousness. I'm searching for a way to employ it though, because I'm not quite seeing. You know what, let's just go down there. Alright, here's another ability of the trickster, an out-of-body experience. Alright, before we do that, I gotta summon my shadow.
By your leave, Arisen.
I also have to tell my pawns to wait here, because otherwise they'll go attack. Summon the shadow. Get out of your body. In this state, enemies don't see you. And I'm not seeing an effective way to kill each other. But one thing you can do is just pop your shadow over here, and now that you have aggro on it. And you can actually place your shadow like in the air, and they'll be extremely confused as to what to do. Normally, if there was something like a cliff, I'd place my shadow there and have them jump off it. I don't believe there's... Maybe I could trick them into the water, but it seems a little too far away for me to do it. There's a limit to this range. Oh wait, I can actually make it over there, but I can't descend too far. Now this is my limit. I can't actually go further than this. But, man, they don't seem to be attacking. If I could have prompted them to attack, I might have been able to trick them into jumping into the water over there. Yeah, this though, we just have to go down there and fight.
Are we to remain here?
So, these enemies are actually very hard. But one thing you can do is toss their bodies at each other to stun them.
We achieved remarkable synchronicity.
Once more.
Where are the Saurians?
As a trickster, you can't do much damage, so grabbing onto enemies and holding them down is also another way you can help. And I believe we might be near enough that I can trick the rock rattle over there to try and jump into the water. It's actually asleep now. Yep. Worked like a charm. The bad part of doing it this way is that you have no way to farm any items from them. But it does make things a lot easier.
One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
That looks about everything we can find over here. Let's head the other way.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
I mean, Your Honor, you've been with me for what, like 7 days already? I think it might be even more than a week. Oh, this... No, it's not the time to gather. It is the time to hold down the enemy.
Time to strike them down.
Looks like we're finally out of that little area. And now we know another path to Back Batal. I hear a clink. Oh, wait, this one must be. Yeah, I know where this one is. Unfortunately, I don't have any idea. I think I might need a thief to get that particular one. Or be a thief to get that particular item. Where there's a treasure chest, there's usually enemies. Or maybe not this time. Governing so. The little books you get are consumable items which you can use to cast spells even if you're not a mage. Have I really not... Yeah, I really have not gone this way before. No, I haven't. That's why. I think I came here while it was very dark.
Well worth the effort of breaking it.
So I didn't notice the path leading up to the river. I hear the clink, the familiar clink of an item which we can use. It's coming from here, somewhere.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
It's very near to... Is it under the bridge? Yeah, it is. You know, let's gather. I mean, we're right next to a town, so I might as well get some stuff before we go in.
The Sovereign's retinue makes to fell the dragon at last.
Right, let's deposit our stuff because we are looking really overburdened here. Most of this stuff I don't need. Keep that on hand in case I want to put it somewhere. I think I have 99 of this, so I'm gonna have to sell those. Slate colored horn, slime. And we'll hand this over to the Vocation Guild. Probably gonna need this to get through the checkpoint again. Especially ruinous to griffins. Interesting. This one is a rare item, so storage you go. Copper stone. Okay, that ought to make everyone really light, except for me, who was a bit overburdened. But that is fine with me. It's because of this. The camping kit actually takes way too much space.
Remarkable.
And I accidentally put it inside. Let me see, where are you? Consumables, yeah.
Recovery, really. The man was burned to a crisp. Many thanks.
And now that we're down, let's actually hit the vocation guild and get ourselves a healer.
Welcome, sir. After all, 'tis folly to linger on. How goes the collection?
And all the sukins I've been collecting, you can actually turn them into this guy, into the vocation guild to get special items. Like this one. Like, the more you collect, the more rewards you get. It seems like we got this one just now. Probably give it to my pawn.
Made any progress?
Weapon skills, tricky to rest. Yeah, see, in this case, I can make these platforms that makes people think, I mean, enemies think that there's footing there. I think I'll actually use this over the wall, because this is probably due to a lack of my own imagination, but I haven't quite found a use of the wall just yet. And the latching effigy is basically you shooting it in the phantom from a distance. Oh, interesting. So this is like detective vision. Don't really need it right now though, so I'm not gonna get this. Improves your ability to break through opponent's guard. Yep. Because you maximum health, so initial weight. Yep, we'll reduce that, and I think this is better to have. New skills, new skills. This is a counter. Yeah, this is one of those skills that I said if I had this equipped on my pawn, I could have actually used his help to get to that area before. I think I already have everything I kind of want. Nothing else seems to be as useful.
Do come again.
And as for the cloak, I'll give it to pawn. Yeah, it has slightly more defense, but it's lower your strike down. And then we'll go to a rift stone and get ourselves a healer.
Actually, look at my wares.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Spawn search, mage, thank you. Do I want a specific skill? Solemnity. Not many people actually put this on their mages, but this is surprisingly useful. This spell is a silent spell, and how useful it is that most of the stronger monsters actually use spells, and having this makes a huge difference to making the fight a lot easier. Green. That's an interesting name. See, yeah, from all the searches I did, only these 3 people have Solemnity equipped.
I
Which is...
happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful, should we encounter another speaker.
Upon details, I live in High Palladium, High Helidome. Oh, quick spell, levitate. These are fine, and she has the Beatitude ability, which increases health increase immensely.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to...
Ardent Sucker, no. This one seems to be completely focused on support. I'm actually looking for...
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage.
Yeah, no. I'm actually looking for people who can grant you boons, like elemental boons, but it seems like not every one of them has that. Like, not among the 3, no one has it. And these augments are not good for support. Like, these are more for damage. So, all things considered, you...
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Your eyes are a little funny, though. I'm not sure if he has red eyes or not. And red eyes are a sign that you should avoid that pawn, because they're dangerous. I can't tell if they're brown or just red. And I do believe it's a bit of a glowing red, so we'll see.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a mage. You'll be safe in my care, Arisen. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
Leave the rift.
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and, in time, will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
So, this sickness that these guys are mentioning, that was actually what I was checking when I was hiring the pawn. The pawns who have that sickness, called Dragon Plague, have glowing red eyes. And when you see one, you really want to avoid them, because they have a tendency to attack even non-player characters, which is something you do not want to happen. Anyhow, here's a little joke you all might enjoy.
Aught you need of me?
This character is called Dante. Yeah,
Aught you need of me?
a character named Dante in a Capcom game. Yeah, you might think that's a one-off thing, but just wait a few minutes and I'll show you another thing. And so yeah, the item is actually on top over there, but I have no idea how to get it from down here. The gates over here are unlocked, so we'll need the mask, because they don't allow you inside unless you're a
Master,
peaceful.
my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Oh, interesting. They're actually not checking at all now. The first time I went through, I had to wear the mask and present a permit to get
You're
through.
not getting in here on my watch.
But I just did. Yeah, so the other part of the joke. This guy looks familiar, right?
Perhaps you've
Meet.
a moment to spare, an ear to lend.
Meet Virgil. So there's a Dante in town, and here's Virgil on the outskirts. And all I'm saying is it's a Capcom game. Alright, let's try and actually get to what we were about to do. And hope that I don't get distracted on the way, because this place looks like it's ripe for exploring. But since we're on stream today, let's straight here and see if we can find those bandits. and hopefully not run into griffins or anything else weird, because Bakbatal seems to be home to a lot of griffins. But I hate that clipping that happens when my character is walking. Clearly they didn't design this cloak with the trickster vocation in mind. Oh god, it is a griffin, isn't it? Yep. Really, it's a bit far off, but I do believe once I descend, they'll actually see me in a bit. You guys
I will await you here, Arisen.
wait over here. You know what? Never mind. Yeah, never mind. Slowly moving away, so I'm not sure I can actually draw the aggro. But I do believe this place is safe to... Is that griffin heading this way? It didn't see us. I don't like it. It's circling over the area. Why is my shadow so high up? Oh no, they already spotted me. Never mind.
There, Master. Knackers.
Let's grab the aggro. Yeah, I definitely have aggro. I'll place you over there and hope they'll sort of jump to the event.
The enemy has called reinforcements. It seems they mean to match our might and strength in numbers. Ingenious. My own master must
Oh no, the griffin's here now. Like it's turned out to hold me melee now.
Worthy of fortune. God save our best will do.
Yes, of course. I see it now. I'll combine my magic with yours. Cast the spell more.
Yeah, that guy just fell to his death. How's it going?
We would do well to seek the high ground when fighting on an incline. It will make overpowering our foes all the simpler.
I was trying to get aggro so that we can actually fight on a more even spacing. But this one doesn't seem interested in fighting.
Well done, Master.
The problem with those griffins is normally if they fly off, they'll always come back. So we'll have to deal with it another time. That's like the nice part about playing Trickster is that you don't have to engage in battles at all if you're careful. There is
Let me
an
get
enemy
that.
over there at a campsite. Huh, I wonder. We might be able to trick these guys like this. Oh. Should place it just a little over here. Yep.
Quickly now! Our master beckons!
Of course.
I'm trying to make my way to the camp over here. Because as you can see, you can barely see like 3 feet in front of you with this darkness.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
There's a cave in the vicinity that you've yet to explore. I can take us there, using knowledge I gained beyond the rift.
Great phantoms. Yeah, here's one thing you can do. You can actually have your phantom grab onto enemies, and they'll aggro. All the other enemies will start attacking them. Okay, hopefully there aren't any.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
We're just gonna take a quick look around and make sure there aren't any monsters, because if you don't clear the camping area before you camp,
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
there's a chance
you are.
that enemies will attack you while you're sleeping. Seems safe enough, so let's make camp again. Oh. Interesting, there's no option to cook here. Is it because I don't have any sort of meat on me? Let me check that real quick. Yes, it's probably because of that. I don't have anything to cook. If you're lucky, we might get some from this. Because usually there's almost always
a common reward. Frustratingly so.
a food
We cannot
source
expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
near camps. Oh no. Thought I fell to my death there for a second. Yeah, there's plenty of potatoes and fruits and berries, but no meat. Okay, they're wolves, so we might actually get...
Arisen, we ought to heal ourselves while we've the chance.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
By your leave.
The wolves might actually give me the meat I need, but they're way below where should be. You know what? Most of our HPs are pretty close to full, so let's just make camp and rest till morning without eating. We don't really need the buffs right now. What we need is to be actually able to see where we're going.
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
Feeling
there-
rested, I trust?
Oh, there were crows nearby. You could actually get some meat from crows too, I think. I haven't gone into this cave, but you know what? I'll explore it later. Keep this in mind. We're still gonna head towards the bandits. Because if I keep getting sidetracked, we're gonna get sidetracked by everything. That's just how this game is, although half the fun of the game actually comes from you making your own adventures and taking the time to explore all the stuff. Instead of directly going down paths.
I could have done no better.
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Splendid.
And this is the nice part of actually having the Trickster. Since you can pretty much control aggro, if you choose a sorcerer who has AoE effects, you can get rid of entire mobs pretty easily by just making sure that your phantom has aggro.
I'll collect that. You
I can
needn't trouble yourself.
I can definitely see that it might not be the most popular class among everything right now in Dragon's Dogma 2. Oh, this is
Look out, Arisen! We're
a
under
thief.
attack!
I thought it was a normal NPC for a moment, but it's actually a thief.
Pursue and eliminate distractions.
Let's put my phantom on this mage so that all the other enemies will start attacking the mage as well. Bandits. What the hell was that? I see a harpy over there, but that was clearly not a harpy screaming. Oh, it's the griffin. Wait, the griffin's fighting something.
This ox cart was beset by assailants it could not shake. And this is the result. The work of goblins, maybe. Careful now.
Oh, it's actually fighting the human enemies here. Interesting.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take
Well,
each trial as it
that's the
comes.
case, but there's one more enemy over there, and it seems like he's stuck.
And I take the rest.
Efficiency at its best.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I wonder if I place my illusion terrace here, would he be willing to come down? He's already dead for that. Yeah. Looks like we have a good party composition, all things considered. Rocky Lair, did I go inside? Oh no, it's the same thing here, which happened here as well. I found the cave, but I was actually on my way to another quest, so I actually ignored it. So I have to keep in mind to come back later and explore these two areas.
I learned of a campsite near here in my time beyond the rift. If you'd follow me, I'd gladly lead the way.
Oh.
Allow me to lead the way.
I'm-
I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
I'm gonna tell you to lead the way, but I'm pretty sure I know which campsite you're talking about.
We're here, and
Yep.
none the worse for wear.
We were already aware of that, my good friend. Yeah, no, wait, not this way, the other way. If I remember correctly, there ought to be some poisonous saurians down there. So let's not rush in just yet. Or wolves.
Very well. I shall return.
Let's grab their aggro and put them all together in one place. Buff our party so they do more damage. Easy peasy. Occasionally you'll find wandering merchants and NPCs as well.
wares of every ilk.
And usually these wandering merchants have either a wakestone shard or a fairy stone as their most valuable stuff. Meleating. Use it to cure petrification. Interesting. I don't think I actually have many of these. You know what? Let's buy that as well for the future use.
If you see what you like, best buy while you can. Hope to see you again ere long.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
That was more for the others, because they look like they did. What happened to
Who are
you?
you? What would you with me? You looking for the coral snake's hideout? Don't ask me. They were on us before I knew what was happening. Couldn't even guess where they... Come to think of it, 'twas as we passed the crags to the west of here that they all came out at once. I had a clear view of them from the back of the cart. That's all I know. I ran for my life. Only reason I'm still here. Thought I'd come back, see if aught was left. But just being here again puts my hairs on end. You know what? I just remembered. There was a child traveling with us. Wonder if the lad's all right.
Ah, interesting. Insofar as I know, this quest isn't timed. If there is a timed quest that you need to do within a certain limit, they put a little hourglass on this to let you know that, hey, you need to be hoofing it. But I have to wonder if that kid's life is in danger, but considering we're heading that way anyway, it shouldn't really matter.
The coral snakes were seen twixt Batal and the West Town.
Oh, there's
If we scour
someone
the
fighting
area,
these.
we might find a clue to their height.
Tis a hobgoblin.
Let's put my phantom on. Oh, he actually managed to hit me.
Focus. The battle continues.
Got all these guys down, and then I'm gonna put my phantom on you, so that any other enemy will attack. Unfortunately, we were not able to save the pawn, because it seems like he died. Oh, a little cave here. By the looks of it, I was already in here before too, because that was taken.
Pray, follow me.
I should come back to investigate that clinking sound, because there probably is a secret token here, but considering there's a life involved, I'm gonna hurry on to the quest area. I am worried that if I take too long, that kid is gonna die.
We've little need for a campsite. Allow me to lead the...
First blood's always the sweetest.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You all right?
Halt, I say!
Who? Fight!
What's happening
I'll
here?
have you!
Pursuing yon bandit may well lead us to the fiend's hideout. Come, master, there is not a mo...
Interesting. So, that NPC we just saw
Not to
run...
pursue the bandit, master. This might be our best chance of uncovering the fiend's hideout.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, master?
I keep getting
A
interrupted.
guide is most welcome.
And that NPC was actually helping a kid back in town.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Yeah, I'm kind of telling you to lead the way, but I'm not sure where you're going.
My talents lie in combining material.
Not now.
Here we are.
Oh no, she was stuck in the flag over there. I'm actually still supposed to be running after the bandit. I think I might have actually lost a bit of time over there.
Ought we not to pursue the bandit, master? This might be our best chance of uncovering the fiend's hideout.
Yes, that is what we're doing.
I can guide you to the place arisen.
I don't really need it, because you were actually guiding me to the wrong place.
Now then, which way?
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
This way looks interesting.
Oi! Have you lost it? A child was hurt during today's raid. You don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped my mind.
It's like that, is it? Huh? That what you're gonna tell Lenzo? He says we don't hurt kids. So you...
Hold it! Who's this, then?
We've got an intruder. I'll go warn Lenzo.
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, cuz.
Third rate line right there.
I shan't let them harm you.
Oh, these guys are actually pretty tanky. Okay, party, have a buff. Oh, they're actually... this option appears when you kill people related to story quests and the like. If they die, you can use wake stones to revive them and continue the quest. And there's a chance I might have actually been able to do this quest while on the sides of the bandit. Or...
After we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot, I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Or, if possible, it might be that...
It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen.
Our chance to aid the bandits actually...
Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
When we confront Hugo and Lenzo, because Hugo's the kid we met when we entered Bakwatol. And he was trying to help one of the beggars on the street. So he's not necessarily a bad NPC per se. Wait here, fellas. Well, I go scope out the area. Ah, okay. I might actually be able to place... Yeah. Here to sort of injure them, because I don't think this fall is going to kill them. Alright. Let's bring out my phantom. Try this again. Hello, everyone. Might I interest you in some phantom killing? He's actually not falling for it. Yeah, it looks like it's not quite working as I intended. It might have been fun if that actually worked, but it seems like it's not, so...
Go on, run. I enjoy the chase.
No, we're gonna use them to kind of grab aggro for now, so that we can actually make it through without too much of a problem.
Son of a...
Yeah, he's actually destroyed the bridge.
Seems your luck's run out. And mine.
Yeah, as you can see, I am doing no damage here, so without my party members, I am effectively useless. With them, though, is another man. Oh, so why is Aslan down there? How did you get down there, Aslan? He's gonna die, isn't he, if we don't get there soon?
Get back here. You scared?
Oh, they're actually being pushed off by the enemies. I see now. You know what? Let's place a tricky terrace over here.
I am sorry. Stand firm. You are not alone.
Ooh.
Quick, douse the flames!
Yeah, looks like it kind of works. They're actually falling off. But I am also sort of dying over here.
When I get my hands on you, you're in for a fate.
That is by far the most annoying place to die to.
Forgive me for being a burden.
We can talk about it later. Let's try and get out of this mess we're in. Because we're pretty much being swarmed by enemies right now. Ow. Yep.
You think you're coming, eh?
Ultima, and our foe shall soon be vanquished.
Bear in mind, private terror.
It's like I don't even have time to bring out my phantom.
Prepare yourself!
Okay, that gives me a window.
I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Now we can pretty much just safely let the phantom shake the aggro. Yeah, that was a very hard one battle right there.
That was hard won.
We ought to consider this a lesson.
That's what I said.
This is what befalls one who lets down their guard. It is of intricate construction, this place. We shall have to examine each area thoroughly.
We mustn't lead the Arisen astray. Let us be mindful of our surroundings.
Oh, looks like I'm actually poisoned as well. Oh yeah,
I should
she
be glad
actually,
to assist you, Arisen.
she actually dispelled it for me. Yeah, so our objective right now is to find a way to get to where Hugo was. And possibly find a way to get back up there, because there's a little path up there that we missed. Where did we fall off? Because I feel like the
Danger
bridge...
might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow, and mind the ceiling.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
The bridge was sort of acting as a pseudo ladder there.
Arrows would be a glad find. If any among our numbers wielded a bow.
You never know. We might find a use for them.
Not exactly sure what we're gonna do with arrows without an archer, but you saying that makes me wonder if there is a way we can use them without one. Oh, what? This was where the kid went, so that's where we should be going. Although the search indicator seems to be showing me to go over here. And I'm guessing this path doubles back to the little curve we were before we fell downstairs. Yeah, good to search the place just for treasure. And meat.
A profitable endeavor.
And potatoes, or harspuds in this case. I'm calling it a potato because it looks like a potato. I'm honestly not sure whether it is a potato.
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
We must be ready for anything.
Interesting. There are a lot of stuff we could throw here as well, like oil and the like. Okay, let's follow where Hugo went. In this case, just bring out my phantom as well. Because it's easier to just summon him like this than to do the initial summoning.
like it.
What's happening here?
Come on, this way. I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lenzo said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're going to go see him. He'll keep us all safe. I'm sure of that. They're already here. Run for it!
Oh. Yeah, it seems like Hugo is trying to lead the younger members of this bandit group to safety. And he has this infallible trust in this person called Lenzo. It's a bit early to say, but I feel like that trust might be misguided a bit. We know that Hugo at least is a good person because he was helping out the poorer kids back in the entrance to Bakbatal. So at least he's a good character. But we have no idea about this Lenzo fellow. So I'm hearing something sparkle.
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
Right you are.
As you can guess, the kind-hearted pawns don't really like fighting human enemies. Ring of Disfavor. What does that do? A ring that emanates a direful impulse increases the likelihood of being targeted by foes. Oh, this will be a good item for a tank character, or in this case a trickster character, because that will grant me aggro. But I have a buff, an augment, which already gives me that effect. But now with that ring, I can disable that augment, put in something else there, and use the ring for the same effect.
One can never be too careful. Seems your luck's run out.
This place is way too narrow for my liking.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, it could very well be a trap.
Be sure to keep your wits about you.
A tiger eye. That's a pretty rare item to get. It's one of the more expensive gems you could sell. And though you want to keep some in stock if you're a mage character, because those gems are actually used as materials or upgrade items.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
And this leads back to where this is the second path that Hugo was using to get the kids to safety. Oh, okay. To me, you guys... Oh, it is Hugo. I thought it was an enemy, so I was gonna try and trick them into falling off here. Oh, is that what Hugo intends to do to us as we cross the bridge?
I don't stand a chance.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now.
Yeah, I have a feeling there might have been a second outcome to this quest. Because these guys seem to be using me to find the Coral Thieves. And the Coral Thieves, this looks like a little town area. It might have been possible for me to actually ally myself with the thieves here.
Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and aid your efforts however we can.
Give no quarter.
This appears to be the Coral Snake's hideout. If we capture their leader, the other bandits might be brought to heel.
I quite agree.
Capture the leader, huh?
Drop all your valuables. Drop all your valuables. Come on then.
Oh no, this is dangerous.
Have my protection.
Yeah, you really ought not be in the middle, in the thick of things as a trickster. You're an enemy, right? Bye.
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
I can do no less in service to you.
Splendid. Path to victory in myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
This is one of those areas where actually having the illusion wall might have been
To douse those flames.
more useful than having the platform there. Because I'm being so overrun by enemies, I don't even have time to summon my phantom. Especially the archers, which can pick me off from a distance. But if I had the wall, I could have pretended that I was behind it and confused people.
Take care where you place your feet.
Or
Sharp
maybe
advice is like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemies.
my objective is to actually get to the leader before the soldiers do. Oh, he actually shot the barrel at his feet.
This battle is ours.
I shall heal you at once.
Yuck.
Wait a moment.
I'm really not enjoying these archers. And I'm just guessing, but I feel like the leader might actually be over here. Yeah, I can see Hugo running this way.
Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper. Come in, lads, but before I forget, here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. Tisn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shall be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting here.
Arrest him! Lanzo. Why?
A job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much doubt the coral snakes will be using this hideout again.
We'll interrogate the lad and see what he knows. Mayhap he can tell us aught of the leader's whereabouts. The coral snakes are still an enigma. Mayhap the lad can tell us more.
Yeah.
'Twas painful to behold how callously the leader treated that young man. He shed him like an old boot.
Is loathsome, being the bearer of such ill tidings.
Yeah, I kind of feel like there has to have been a different outcome to that. And probably there's a continuation quest to this. If I can find the prison where they're being
This ladder
interrogated,
looks sturdy enough to climb.
I
We
might
ought
be able
put it
to
good use.
see where the quest leads. But hey, that was our adventure for tonight. Actually streamed way longer than I was intending to, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the Trickster class, the ups and the downs of the class. As you can see, it's not very good in an all-out brawl, but it is fun to trick enemies off cliffs and into the water.
I fear this foe may be beyond our abilities at present.
A battle with little hope of victory is best left unfought.
And it is my favorite class thus far. I've played like 5 of them. It's definitely not the strongest, because right now I feel like Thief might actually be a little too overtuned. The Thief class is just way too strong at the moment. But enough about that. I'm gonna head off and probably get something to eat. Good evening, good morning, good night, if anyone's watching. That's all in my head. Bye.